Summer 2024 is here, and here is another seasonal ranking video you can add to the pile. This season has been surprisingly stacked, and I'm keeping up with record number of new anime. We got robots, fat elves, isekais, comedy, romance, comedy and romance, and even some good anime. I was mildly interested in few anime before the season began, but it all ballooned out of my control, and now I need help. So here is a tier list, and after I've given each of these anime the good old 3-episode rule, I'm going to place them in a very scientific manner, and my list will be objectively correct. I will leave my early anime of the season picks for later in the video, so you can just go to here if you want just those. For everyone else, we will start with anime that fall between just cusp of that and those that I've dropped. Also, I won't be covering everything that airs this season, because I'm simply just not interested in certain shows. But this might change depending on the positive word of mouth. I've named this project Summer 2024 Roundup, but it should be called I'm never keeping up with this many seasonals again, please help me. Also, before we start, I'm not covering Spring 2024 leftovers, except one, because it deserves extra attention. Also, there are notable exceptions to my ranking. I'm sorry Oshinoko, Tower of God and Monogatari, you're all in my plan to watch or need to get back to watching list, but I've been busy. I've been watching peak. So let's start with something what I look forward to before the season began and talk about Sakuna of Rise and Ruin. I could make a joke how it should be called Sakuna These Nuts, but this has been surprisingly enjoyable. PI Works' adaptation of a video game I've never played, but after 3 episodes it has been a comfy ride. For now, it has only been about planting rice, but I will definitely keep watching this, since there are hints for a bigger conflict down the line. For now, it's the weakest anime airing this season by PA Works, but we will get to those two later. My wife has no emotion shows us that in the future people are not cowards and they will marry their housekeeping robots. I guess it's little better than marrying your body pillow. I did not really feel this, and the first 2 episodes really dragged on, and I feel you should be able to do more with this concept than just horny posting. The side characters will make or break this show, and at least the sister was very funny. I'll keep watching this one, but there are better comedy, romance and romantic comedy anime airing, and I'll most likely drop this if next few episodes don't show any improvement. Alya sometimes hides her feelings in Russian, is another romantic comedy, but the gimmick is that our main heroine speaks Russian. It's cute, it's basic, but it's well animated, and the humor lands well enough that I will place the show comfortably in keep watching category, with a note that there is some promise, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's a run-of-the-mill romantic comedy. You could also add this anime to the list of I did not expect Siscon, but here we are. Surprising amount of that in this season. And the one you expect to be the most trashiest one is actually the classiest. But oh boy, we will get to that when we talk about the anime of the season candidates. What makes a man turn primal? Lust for gold? Power? Or just one single frame? Elusive Samurai was not on my radar at all, and I was blown away by the premiere, which was my second favorite from any anime airing this season. Entertaining, gory, absolutely beautiful animation and directing, and even some fourth wall breaks. I won't spoil you the details because I audibly gasped at the halfway point during the premiere, and I want you to experience the same feeling I did. I'm not placing it in my anime of the season category because for me personally it's missing that emotional hook to really reel me in. and some of the humor did not land. This is definitely one to watch and could easily be in the talks for the anime of the season. What makes a woman turn into a gooner? Lust for gold, power, or just one sip of strong zero? VTuber legend How I Went Viral After Forgetting to Turn Off My Stream is one of the funniest shows airing this season. Knowing nothing about VTubers and the culture surrounding it, I can safely say I now understand what it's all about. 50% shouting and 50% gex, and 100% certified Kremlin behavior. For now the show has been cute, but it could go to surprising places, namely alcohol related. I do miss all the references, but I still had a good time watching this. Not quite anime of the season for me, but very close to it. If you just want to watch two idiots aggressively flirt with each other for 20 minutes, then Pseudo Harem is for you. Completely enjoyable with very comedic take on the whole harem aspect, and I'll keep watching it, but be warned that it might feel disjointed since it jumps between multiple scenarios and doesn't linger on too long in any of them. Dungeon People is a comfy anime about cute girls doing cute dungeon builder activities. Not much else to say, except there is a darker aspect to it, but not in the same scale like the last season's Train to the End of the World. I will keep watching it, and depending how it plays out, it can suit up in my rankings. Quality assurance in Another World shows how video game quality assurance are treated like trash, because the moment you let them have any power, all hell breaks loose. It's another trapped in a video game anime, but this time we follow someone with moderator powers. The first episode was okay enough, but second and third were good. There is some edge here, and it flips between poor taste and laughable in some scenarios. I will keep watching it, but this could go either way, and I wouldn't be surprised if I drop this after 6 to 8 episodes. There are only few isekais I'm keeping up with this season, and Dahlia in Bloom crafting a fresh start with magical tools might be the best of the bunch. It even has the most depressing way to get transported, and that's saying something. It's not amazing, but it has a nice message about living your life for yourself, and just watching someone be passionate about anything is always a joy. We also have another contender for the best anime dad of the season as well. Dahlia also has an amazing support group, and after 3 episodes we finally seem to be getting to the meat of the story. I'll add this to keep watching category, but this could easily rank higher at the end of the season. Shika. 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 New. For some reason, I was really looking forward to plus-sized elf anime adaptation, so imagine my surprise when after I finished the first episode and the chippy companion piece, I was certain I'm going to drop this. Outside of actual nudity and some exercising tips, there is nothing here. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as How Heavy Are the Dumbbells You Lift, yet I was still disappointed. Dropped after 3 episodes, and it makes me question why I liked the manga in the first place. Maybe I don't. Shoshimin How to Become Ordinary is a mystery anime, and the original source was made by the same person who did Hyoga. So if you loved that, then you should already be on this. Our main leads try to be ordinary, but get tangled up in extraordinary situations. Very chill show and very hard to judge just by watching 3 episodes, since there are a lot of layers to it. I think it would be wise to watch the full show before making any judgments, so I'll put this on my keep watching list, since that's completely ordinary. And that's what Kobato and Osanai would want. Wistoria, Wand and Sword is a story about a boy who can't use magic trying to climb a tower where only magic users are admitted. And oh boy, I wonder where the story might go. I will be blunt. Outside of the absolutely gorgeous animation and directing, there is nothing else here that grips me. It's less entertaining and more by the numbers story compared to Elusive Samurai, and I think that sums it up the best. I'm giving this 2 or 3 more episodes, since it looks like there is going to be some sort of payoff at the middle, but I'm very close to dropping Wistoria. The magical girl and the evil lieutenant used to be Archenemies, on the other hand, has no reason going this hard. This anime is just 10 minutes of pure sugar injected straight into my veins every single week, and sometimes that's all you need. Surprisingly smooth animation and a premise that should hold up for full 12 episodes without overstaying its welcome, so I'll keep watching this.
これで僕らは永遠に Oh yeah?
No longer allowed in another world is your typical isekai slop, but this time it threatens to get interesting. I'm still a bit on the fence about this one, and this definitely is not for everyone. What with the main running joke being that the main character is suicidal. I'll put this on closer to drop list. The joke is about to get old and I'm not getting anything out of it, so giving this 1 or 2 more episodes seems fair. Also fun fact, the main character is also based on a real-life Japanese novelist Osamu Dazai, who, according to Wikipedia, did commit double suicide and what the fuck is this? How could you possibly know that?
よく値がついたな。あんなポンコツ。
ロボットをポンコツと呼ぶのはロボット差別禁止法違反ですよ。訂正してください。
So the last show before we get into anime of the season candidates is Atri, My Dear Moments, an anime adaptation of a visual novel. Atri is a good high-performance robot, and how much you enjoy her antics is going to determine how much you rate this show. After 3 episodes, there are hints for greater things, but for now it has been cute and high performance. I do enjoy Atri's antics, and the series composition, being done by Hanare Yuki, are the reasons why I'm rating this at closer to anime of the season material than most. I can also see my rating drop if I get tired of Atri's high performance antics, but for now it has been enjoyable. So, those were all the shows that after 3 episodes did not make it into my anime of the season category. So let's see the cream that rose to the top and start talking about the only leftover anime from spring 2024.
助けて！助けてください！弟を助けて！お願いします！僕の命はいりません！だからどうか！
Yatagarasu, The Raven Does Not Choose Its Master, is such an underwatched anime that I'm willing to bend my rules to include it here, even if it did start airing last season. If you want more anime like Apothecary Diaries, with its mysteries and court politics and added fantasy elements, then this should already be in your watch list. Do not look up anything about it. Just go watch it and enjoy the ride.
もっと早く知りたかった。
ごめんね。
まさか先輩が男の子最高じゃないですか。つまり男バージョンの先輩と女バージョンの先輩を楽しめるってことですか。
Senpai is an Otokonoko. At first was going to place in close but not close enough category, but after seeing episode 3 it jumped straight into my anime of the season contender list. We have a cross-dressing boy who likes cute things, a pervert gremlin, and a boy in denial. And this anime is both gut-wrenching and surprisingly funny. We also have a contender for the anime father of the year. The humor might not be for you, and the clip I used at the start is a good test for that. If you're worrying that it's going to be exploitative, then worry not. Give it 3 episodes and you might surprise yourself. Narenare Cheer for You was my most anticipated PA work show, and it was mostly thanks to the fact that the directing and the script are done by the same people who did the best anime of 2023, Bang Dream, It's My Go. Yes, I'm biased. I can safely say that this is not a show for everyone, but some of the choices really tickle my fancy. The colorful animation, the niche topic, and a surprising care taken to depict mental health really made it easy for me to place it in my anime of the season category. It can feel disjointed, and there are some anime physics at play, but what this show has is that emotional hook that I've been hammering about with other shows missing, and it's definitely found here. It also helps that I love Suzuha, literally Tomori 2.0.
にかなっちゃう。見つけた。
Now, let me pitch you the following. Gex with Guaru Vampire and... Wait, what do you mean you're already sold? Mayonaka Punch tells a story we can all relate to. Who wouldn't want to have their fluids sucked out dry by a cute Guaru Vampire? Mayonaka Punch is the last PA work show I had in my plan to watch list, and I'd say this one is the best of the bunch. A very relatable story of spite-driven motivation and something about trying to get 1 million subs on this platform called YouTube. Man, where do these wacky writers get their ideas? The whole show gives a bit of Zombieland Saga vibes. It's not all fun and games, which there are plenty, but there is an important message that hurtful comments will slowly suck you dry. I'm glad this one doesn't suck. Okay, that's enough jokes about sucking someone. I went into Makeine, Too Many Losing Heroines, with zero expectation and was completely blown away. This was my favorite premiere of any show airing this season, and A1 Pictures really brought out their A-game here. This slice of life animation goodness is almost a Kyoto animation levels, and all the characters have been engaging, and I found myself laughing during my time with it. The only element that will turn some people off is the sometimes excess amount of fan service, but outside of the beginning of episode 2, I've been fine with it. It's rare that I'm watching a romantic comedy and rooting for every single main girl, and all the side characters have been great. This could easily end up as my anime of the season if the quality stays the same. If you would have told me at the beginning of the season that Studio Dean adaptation of a light novel with the title Days with My Stepsister would be one of the most thought-provoking and melancholic anime of the season, I would have called you mad, but we find ourselves in unexpected places. I even foreshadowed this earlier with Marimite joke. Okay, I didn't. It was just a funny coincidence. You'd expect this to be some trashy incest bait, but Days with My Stepsister is not afraid to take its time and really show how awkward and distant you would be together with your new step-sibling. With all the siscon this season, the one I expected to be the most trashiest is actually the most elegant. You can also tell that the author of the light novel loves the adaptation, because he writes a novel every time an episode airs. You should also keep in mind that the first 3 episodes should be watched together, since that is how it was screened in Japan. So if you're unsure, then I highly recommend doing that. Days with My Stepsister might be the frontrunner for my anime of the season, and I did not expect to say that. So, that was everything summer 2024 had to offer, and what an anime season. Even with me excluding the heavy hitters, this season has so much to offer for almost anyone. and with such good quality that I'm amazed that I'm keeping up with so many shows. When this video comes out, you should know that there is a thing called the Olympics going on, maybe you've heard of it, that a lot of these shows have been delayed. Some thanks to the Olympics, and some for other unfortunate reasons. So this is a good time to catch up with summer 2024 anime and Yatagarasu. Holy shit, watch it, you absolute buffoons. Don't sleep on it. Thank you for watching and blame the friends for delaying your favorite anime.